Hello, Facebook. It's Eliza Bloom Robinson here, live with Eliza and back to the basics, part 2. Yesterday I sent out an email to my email list and it was back to the basics. I think I'll probably post a portion of that tomorrow on my Facebook page. I'm not going to do it tonight. Hey, Susan, good to see you. So back to the basics. I talked about a little bit about an experience I had the last month or 6 weeks or so where it kind of caused me to step back again, to really retreat from the pushing that I have been doing, and in order to make welcome. I was teaching my prosperity class that I teach on a continual basis, and we were on a class tonight. We just finished a class tonight, just 30 minutes or so ago. And one of the ideas that I was teaching about tonight, or that we were discussing tonight, is the idea of pushing, of manifesting, of manipulating, versus the idea of allowing or making welcome. I know Susan's online, and I know, Susan, you've taken the class, so you might remember the story of Mary on the computer game, where it was all biofeedback, where energetically you cause, your action figure to move across the river, get in the boat, move across the river, and this and that and the other thing. And then there was a point where you allowed a cat. The story goes, you allow a cat to jump on your lap, and that tendency is to reach out and grab it. And so the idea about allowing, the idea of coming back to basics, is the idea of sometimes it is, let me rephrase, always it is equally important to make it welcome, to make abundance welcome, to make love welcome, to make money welcome, to make space welcome. We get really, really busy in the doing. Hey, Zach, I see you watching. Hey, Pam, how great to see you. Oh, how great to see you. And so, but that's the real masculine energy in the world, is to make it happen. The feminine is to become receptive. And so the idea of making welcome, the idea of stopping and really focusing on allowing, from allowing, focusing on receiving. The thing is, in order to allow and to receive, you have to have a space created. So my back to the basics part 2 is about forgiveness. Now, when we talk about forgiveness, we often think about that big one, that one huge thing that happened in our lives that we will never ever forgive, or we will never ever forget, or that big thing. But I'm going to offer a reframe on forgiveness. I'm going to offer a reframe on forgiveness that says forgiveness is really cleaning our own energy field. It's really like, and yes, there's sometimes where deep forgiveness is needed, and that takes a process. There's sometimes where deep cleaning of your soul needs to happen, and that takes a process, and that takes time. Last week I wrote a blog article that was published on Life Grid magazine called Spring Cleaning for Your Soul, and it was about that. In part, it was about that. But the forgiveness I'm talking about right now today is the daily forgiveness. Most of us brush our teeth every single day. Yes? 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 Most of us do that. Most of us, maybe twice a day, right? So picture somebody who's never brushed their teeth. Yikes, that's horrible, that's awful. They go into the dentist, they get their teeth cleaned, they're fresh, everything's brilliant and sparkly clean, and everything feels really, really good. That's forgiveness. But if you don't brush your teeth today and today and today and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, they get nasty. Forgiveness is like that. It's just the little things. Excuse me, or so often it's the little things. And so the forgiveness process that I'm offering to you tonight is a daily process. And here's what it can look like. It can be as simple as this. Every night before you go to bed, just do a quick scan of your day. Every night, how about this? When you brush your teeth, right? do the toothpaste, you put your brush, you're brushing your teeth. It's like, where are the sticky spots in my consciousness, in my soul, in my physicality today? What happened today that I might be harboring? What happened to me today that I might be holding against or holding, like, I can't believe they did that? Or what did I do today that maybe I could have done better? Because it goes two ways. Hey, Karen, good to see you. And how can I just release that before it becomes a big buildup, before it becomes this big nasty mess that you have to clean up? And simply bless it. I like to use the Ho'oponopono process or variation of the Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian prayer. It's an ancient ritual, actually. And Joe Vitale writes about it in his book, Zero Limits, and it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant, and you can read all about it. I'm not going to tell you the story, but the process is 4 steps, and basically it goes like this. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. 4 simple steps. So when you're brushing your teeth at night before you lay down and you scan your day, you scan what you did, you scan what you experienced, and if there's a sticky point like Velcro or a fish hook or something that's even just a little irritating, just hold it for a moment in consciousness and go, oh, that happened, without judgment, and go, oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. And this process you do even if you don't think there's anything you should be sorry for, because the simple Ho'oponopono cleans the consciousness. Like brushing your teeth, it cleans off anything that could be gooky or gummy or any, leftover lettuce in that back tooth or, whatever it is, right? It just clears your consciousness. It makes you like Teflon, those of you who know Teflon, instead of Velcro, where things flow over you, where you're more conscious about what you're doing and saying and how your actions are impacting others, at the same time as you're more conscious of the places that you feel hurt or disappointed or irritated or any of those emotions. Back to the basics. Back to the basics. Yesterday we talked about meditation, open heart meditation. For me, that's back to the basis, connecting to my own self, to that which is greater than me. Back to the basics, part 1. Tonight, back to the basics, part 2, forgiveness. The big things, yes, do the process, do the work. If you're currently wounded in a really big way, don't bypass the work. Don't bypass the healing process. Don't bypass the possible gifts or the learning or the expansion. But for the little stuff, the petty kind of irritants, practice forgiveness every single day. Just like you brush your teeth every single day, back to the basics. If you practice this on a regular basis, your world will open up. Your world will change. You will become more peaceful, more centered, more quiet. You will become more inspired and more able to take authentic action. Bottom line, you'll fall into ease. And what's better than that? Falling into ease. Oh, little plug for my book. If you haven't gotten my book, Falling into Ease, it's available on Amazon. If you would like some physical, practical application, I'm offering an open heart meditation tomorrow evening. That will be Thursday. It will be at 7 o'clock Central Time, and I put the link up in the description already. I would love to have you there. The open heart meditation is the work that opened me, that moved me into a place of real awakening and real deep forgiveness process. It's back to the basics. Connect with yourself, that which is greater than you, and live the life you're here to live. Free and abundant and filled with joy. What could be better than that? Sign up for my class, sign up for my workshop, sign up for my meditation. All those are the same. That's tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Central Time. And I have at least one more back to the basics tomorrow. So stay tuned for the next Live with Eliza. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Please comment. I hope to see you in the meditation tomorrow. Bye-bye. Much love. Mwah.